Hey, it's Chris Lopez from Kettlebell Workouts.com, and I'm going to show you a bunch of chin-up variations that you can do so that you're not really doing your plain Jane chin-ups in your workout. So if you want a bit of variation, change it up a little bit, then these are some options that you can do for chin-ups. So when you're doing your chin-ups, just before we get started, the setup for it is you want to really make sure that you're arching your back and you're squeezing your glutes, that you're involving as much of your abs as you can in that chin-up movement. The second thing is you never want to go down to a straight dead hang. That means where your shoulders are in and around your ears and you're hanging so that your tendons and your ligaments are supporting you. You always want a slight flexion at the elbow, and you always want to think about keeping your shoulders in their sockets so that your shoulders are always depressed. So here's a few variations. So we all know the standard chin-up where you've got a shoulder width grip and you're coming down and up. There's also a pull-up variation where you can go overhand and pull yourself up. Another good variation if you want to get a little bit more bicep work is to do a close grip. So a close grip chin up or a close grip pull up where you invert your hands. After that, if you've got shoulder issues or you find that you have external rotation issues, then you can use a neutral grip, and that'll work if you've got these two bars here. So with the neutral grip, straight up, and then back down. Now, when you're doing that again, when you're pulling up, think of it as a chest up, squeezing your shoulder blades down and back and trying to get as much of your chin over that bar as you possibly can. Now we get into a little bit more creative variations. One of my favorites is called the typewriter chin up, or the typewriter pull up. So I'm going to get a grip, a nice wide grip. I'm going to pull myself up to the right side. I'm going to move over while I'm up across the bar to the left, and then bring myself back down. I'm going to do it again on the other side. So let's come to something like this. And that's called a typewriter chin-up. Another variation is to incorporate some ab work into it, so you can do a chin-up knee-up. So, facing you guys, I've got an underhand grip on the bar, hanging, up, and he goes up, and then back down. After that, if you want to get into a little bit of plyometrics, and this is going to be a bit of a stretch for me, but you can do a clapping pull-up. So, pulling yourself up explosively, clapping at the top, grabbing the bar, coming back down. So that's a clapping pull-up. Notice how I'm not kipping. You'll see a lot of people when they do that exercise, they're going to kip and gain some momentum with a leg swing. There's no kipping involved. You're trying to use as much of your upper body as you can, explosively lift yourself up, clap, and then grab. And then finally, something that I've been working on a little bit because I eventually want to get to a one-arm chin-up is what's called a crossover chin-up. So I'm going to grab the bar with one hand, and I'm going to take my free hand and grab my wrist, hanging, and pulling myself up. And you want to make sure that you even out the reps both on your right and your left side. And then who knows, maybe in a couple months I'll have a video where I'm doing a one-arm chin-up for you guys. So I'm Chris Lopez from Kettlebell Workouts.com, and those are some chin-up variations that you can incorporate into your workout.